Yes, 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 yes. Welcome to another episode. Another episode. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in once again. Another episode of Chronic Talk Radio. And I am your host, Double R. You know, AKA. We ain't gonna get into all the AKAs. I got quite a bit of aliases. But we're gonna get into the show. Keep this thing rolling like we always do. And I'm gonna play a track like I always do before we even get into today's topic. So with that being said, Jake Taylor, the game. Let's go.
Yeah, Jay Taylor, man. Hey, double R, man. The bowl, you know he behind the engineer spot, man. Hey, I don't know how y'all days go. My day a little crazy, man. Up by 8, bagged up by 10. Shit, hit them streets. It ain't the same thing. Up by 8, back by 10. Street sell that shit and do this shit again. Up by 8, back up by 10. Hit the street, sell that shit. You don't know the game.
Chronic Talk Radio, man. We in the building. You know what I mean? 843-401-5632. Y'all know how we do this thing, man.
Out of products, see if these niggas help you swim. They see you get fucked up, they just happy it wasn't them. With my team, we all get the same thing like we twins. Gotta do what we got, and we ain't asked for this life that we in. Yeah, we still thankful, and I get an amen. Cause we made a way where no way was definitely the plan. Now it's off the head bread, and Tree Town was the brand. We making our own lane, yeah, you won't understand. Your boy got the gift for gab, I sell that shit in the can. It's a doggy dog world, we can't afford to relax.
Can't afford to relax, man.
We gotta charge you boys tax. Just glad we didn't max. It was definitely an option. I'm like a nigga
Chronic
out the
Talk
ring,
Radio,
that's
y'all know
word
what's
of
going
Bernard
on.
Hopkins.
Studio
Nigga, I'm a
21,
monster
you know
like
what it
the Rockets.
is.
I'm just sitting back laughing at the shit that you can copy.
You in Lake City
Up
with
by
it.
8, back up by 10. Hit the street, sell that shit and do this shit again.
Started in Atlanta, Georgia.
Back up by 10.
Now we in a whole
Hit the
nother
street, sell
location.
that shit, you don't know the game. Up by 8, back up by 10. Hit the street, sell that shit and do this shit again. Up by 8, back up by 10.
Yes, sir.
Hit the street, sell that shit, you don't know the game.
8 o'clock sharp, pills weed hard and ain't going nowhere till the nigga get it off. They say I got the sauce, but really I got soft. Hard working 9 to 5 plus I'm my own boss. 10 o'clock rush, money coming up. Smoking rocks, while the snorting dust. And G.O.D. we trust, so ain't no credit. You ain't gotta like it, but y'all niggas gon' respect it. Madness with no method. Niggas acting reckless. Hail Mary touchdown, you can't intercept it. Way about a metric, stacking like Tetris. Running back and forth through these streets of wrong business. Crowds get perfect, the streets getting hectic. Still rolling around the real heavy with my weapon. Learning life's lesson, accepting God's blessing. Don't shoot the messenger, just get the message.
Up by 8, back up by 10. Hit the street, sell that shit and do this shit again.
Okay. That was a little intro, Jake Taylor, the game, you know what I mean, featuring Double R, myself, yeah. All right, man, we're going to get into today's episode of Chronic Talk Radio. Now, this topic right here, it's going to be out of the box, like always. You know what I'm saying? Out of the box. But before I get into this week's topic, I gotta speak on last week's topic. You know what I'm saying? Last week's topic, it kind of got some ears. You know what I mean? Got some ears and minds to listening, looking, and thinking. And with that being said, well, for those that you tuning in right now that don't know what last week's topic was, last week's topic was how do we upgrade as a people? You know what I'm saying? Not as black people, white people, you know, etc. You know what I mean? Whatever you feel you're classified under. But How do we upgrade as a people all together? That was last week's topic, right? And it got brought to my attention. Some things got brought to my attention. And one of the main things that got brought to my attention was that topic was a little too early or too far out there. Basically, what I'm saying is the question got asked to me, or the statement got made to me, whichever one you want to take it. They said, bro, you can't be making topics and discussions in that manner, that nature. But they gonna fuck around and try to take you out of here now and wipe you off the map. You know, I laughed about it. You know what I'm saying? I laughed about it in the beginning. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, everything's premeditated. Because what I mean by that is, my response to that was, people die every day. You see what I'm saying? Like, people die every day. And if the topics that Chronic Talk Radio are discussing are bringing like minds together to the point where there will be some type of change, and at the same time, if this individual that you're looking at has to be removed, you know what I'm saying, in the process of the like minds coming together and we're all seeing a better day, then it will be well worth it. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, people die for less. You got people that die over ignorant quarrels, dumb shit that ain't gonna make a difference. So if what I'm doing is making a difference to the point where I will have to, quote unquote, be removed, then it'll, like I said, it'll be well worth it. You know what I mean? I know what I was signing up for before I signed up for. I put it like that. Now, on with that, on to the next topic. Now, this week's topic is gonna go over the generation behind me, a few of them. I'm saying it's gonna go over the new generation's head. Like, because y'all have yet to witness, well, I'm not gonna say y'all, but few of you have witnessed, but majority of you have yet to witness. I wouldn't expect you to know how to respond or call in, or even for it to hold your interest to stay tuned in, because it's something you have yet to see. Many of you, few of you have. So with that being said, tonight's topic is, what happened to 30, 40, and 50-year-old marriages? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that I was sitting back just thinking. I was thinking this. Like, a lot of these topics, they just spawn from the brain, things I've seen, witnessed, experienced, observed, etc., etc. And one of the things that I noticed, there ain't too many more of those 30+ year marriages. Like, you know how, well, I'm gonna speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'll speak for myself. I recall my grandparents, you feel me? Like, being married for so long. Like, that's all they knew. That's all I knew. I put it like that. That's all I knew. Like, I wasn't exposed to, or nor have I saw either one of my grandparents with the opposite gender that wasn't a relative or relative based or married and family type thing. See what I'm saying? It was man, listen, my grandma and my granddaddy, that's all I knew. I don't know my grandma being seeing, the people up the street or my granddaddy. But now I'm not saying that this did not happen. I'm not saying these things did not take place. So it's nothing new under the sun. See what I'm saying? Like, in order for a couple or marriage to be together 30, 40, and 50 years, what have they not been through? You see what I'm saying? That's more so the meat or the topic of the theme of what I'm getting at. What is happening nowadays to the point you have people getting married 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a lifetime? You see what I'm saying? Like, so once upon a time, now don't get me wrong, during those days, during previous days, previous generations, yeah, they might have, have one or two wives or whatever. But it was like due to something more so as a death, or it was really a real reason. It ain't no they got married today and divorced tomorrow type thing. They was literally together, and it trickled down to the generation after that, which was my parents' generation. Now, one thing I can say, that generation will be the last of majority of marriages lasting that long. 30 plus, 30, 40, 50, you know what I'm saying, years. And it's quite a bit of them that did not make it to the 30, 40, 50-year mark. That was going on, you know what I'm saying? That was like the end of that. So when I'm saying the newer generation wouldn't see what I'm saying or understand or wouldn't know or see where I'm coming from, because nowadays, shit, their parents not even married. Majority of them. I'm not speaking on everybody's basis. You know what I mean? I'm speaking more on generation to generation, the majority of the generation. You see what I'm saying? So it's to the point where, well, before I go any further, I didn't do like I normally do, you know what I'm saying, before the show, and that's contact the people and let them know, what the topic is. And to be real to the viewers that's tuning in on my Facebook, you know what I mean, in a minute I'm gonna discontinue the Facebook lives and we'll have to just keep it directly on the network. You know, I'm really just opening up the gateways to let you know what's going on. But like I was saying, back to the matter at hand, the topic, and for those just tuning in, today's topic is what happened to the 30, 40, and 50-year-old marriages. Like, the newer generation wouldn't understand. They wouldn't know what those are. Like, to be honest with you, a lot of the newer generation wouldn't know what two-parent households are. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a split that's been going on throughout the years. Now, if you were lucky enough or blessed enough to experience the two in one, then hats off, I commend you. But majority of the youth that's coming up nowadays is basically more so one parent households. You know what I mean? The word marriage, they don't know what the hell marriage means. I mean, they hear it, but they don't see it. They don't understand it. They can't embrace it. They can't say they know what the word means before looking up the definition to see what the word means, basically. You see what I'm saying? Shouts out to everyone tuning in. Freddie, what's happening? Tony, Felicia, Lamont, Sydney. I mean, this is a real topic that I want to bring to the masses, to the people. Because to be honest with you, right now we're looking at different generations on this live, and just tuning in. We have multiple generations tuned in, generations behind me, generations beside me, as well as generations before me. Now, the question is, what happened to 30+ year marriages? Like, like I say, my grandparents, they were married until they passed. They had a 30, 40, 50. Well, they got it still to this day. They have a 30+ year, 40, 50 year marriage. Now, as far as my parents, that was the beginning of the split of that. People having 30 and 40 and 50 year marriages. Hell, today's generation, the generation I'm in now, which would be my generation time frame, shit. Hey man, listen. You're lucky if you get married, much less stay together 10 and 20 years. Don't even see the 30 mark. Don't even think about the 30 mark. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to the households and the marriage strongholds? Like, what really happened? I know there'd be thoughts that, a lot of people don't really think about, but that's what I'm here for. That's what Contact Radio is supposed to do. It's here to make you think, man. It's here to make you think about your reality, about your surroundings, and even the person in the mirror, about yourself. That will go back to a previous topic that was done of what is your greatest weakness and how do you plan to change it. Like, if you're really paying attention and if you're really watching this show week for week, each one of these topics have some meat to it. Each one of these topics have substance. Like, you're not gonna sit here and tune into this show and not get anything from it. You're not gonna tune into this show and not think. That's what's going on nowadays. There's no more thinkers. People don't think. And if you are a thinker, you're not thinking far enough. Now, everybody goes by the motto, oh, one day at a time, man. How you doing? Oh, shit, I'm just taking it one day at a time. You ain't thinking far enough. If you're taking it one day at a time, you ain't thinking far enough. Don't get me wrong, we can only live one day at a time, but you can think beyond that. You can think beyond one day at a time. Because if you don't have a plan for tomorrow, what the hell you doing today? You damn sure ain't got no plan for today. You feel me? Well, it's about that time. It's about that time we're gonna get into a track, I'm gonna sit here and talk y'all head off. Y'all know this how it go, man. It's Chronic Talk Radio. We're gonna keep something going on. And right about now, I think I want to go to Atlanta with it, man. Shouts out to my homie Red Boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know 2,500. Hey, man. Shouts out to Etheridge 2,500 Christmas giveaway. They having a Christmas giveaway out there in Etheridge on the west side, Bankhead. So if you're tuning in, going out there to Etheridge on the 2,500 D building side. You see what I'm saying? And on December 23rd, they're giving away bikes, they're giving away toys to the children as long as they last and as long as they're available. You know what I mean? B, what's happening with the 16? You already know. Well, now, before we go any further, like I say, well, just because you're tuning in, big dog, I'm gonna go ahead and let it be known once again for everyone who just now tuning in. Tonight's topic is what happened to the 30, 40, and 50-year marriages. What happened to them? But hey, I'm gonna get into this track, man. Red Boy, what's that, mama? My Kind of Talk Radio, man. 843-401-5632. Speak to please, man.
Shorty like the style, shorty like the swag, shorty like I get the money in the bag. Sipping on the Remy while the first plus the slizzard on the liquor with my head. Shorty like the style.
Chronic Talk Radio, man. You know what it is. Every Thursday, 6 to 8. This is how we doing it, man. This is how we doing it. Tonight's topic, what happened to the 30 plus year marriage? Hey, tell me.
Okay, my hand and I'm sipping on the syrup. Plus I'm swerving lane to lane, a reefer got my vision. 12 the trunk, hey look at 12, they say, hey what you bird at them bitches, cause a nigga really drunk. And chunky deuces in the air, look at them bitches over there. Yeah, them more than used to holler, what they now them bitches got. Same niggas, same game, little money, little fame. Isn't that really falling, all these hoes know my name. But this shit won't ever change, I'ma still remain the same. Okay, the young fly nigga have
So
to
be
get
safe on
money.
that road, man. 16, dude.
Shorty like a swag, shorty like I get the money in the bag. Sipping on the Remy while the first plus some slizzard on the liquor with my head. Shorty like a style, shorty like a swag, shorty like I get the money in the bag. Sipping on the Remy while the first plus some slizzard on the liquor with my head. Yeah, bitch, west side, you ain't heard about my clique. He go out of money bag, gang, haters sucker deep. You ain't talking about no money, you ain't talking about shit. Yeah, it's money over everything, especially a beat. Conversation talking rich, conversation making sense. Ain't no need for wasting time, let's get money in this bitch. I ain't come to play no game, bitch, I came to stash some change. Unwrap some rubber bands in the club and make it rain. In the club we like to flex, put on and show off. If that bitch ain't about no fucking get on and get lost, we got big money lights and we blowing it on drink. Plus I'm still getting high, smoking on some purple thing. Shorty like a style, shorty like a swag, shorty like I get the money in the bag. Sipping on the Remy while the first plus some slizzard on the liquor with my head. Shorty like a style, shorty like a swag, shorty like I get the money in the bag. Sipping on the Remy while the first plus some slizzard on the liquor with my head.
Just had that homie. You already know, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. For real, for real. You know what I mean? Alright. We back, man. We back. That's the homie Red Boy, man. D for Will, Atlanta. You know what I mean? That's my partner. You know how we roll, you know how we rocking. Shouts out to Bankhead, Westside. Now we back in the building, and tonight's topic is what happened to the 30, 40, and 50 plus year marriages. You know what I mean? Those for those that just tuning in, you know we do a Chronic Talk, man. It's be real Chronic Talk sessions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still here looking at the statistics, right? Now in 1960, 71% of adults 18 and older were married. Man, listen. Today, man, those numbers are below 50%. At 51% as in 2011. So shit, man, that been 12 years ago. So we already know they done dropped again even more. So what is going on, or what has been going on to the point where people no longer just stand together? They say, fuck this shit. Damn, 30, 40, 50 years, man. You be glad you get 7, 8 years out of motherfucker. And we talking marriage now. Let's talk marriage. We ain't talking about goddamn all the shit going on now with the boyfriend, girlfriend shit. You know what I'm saying? The what they call that shit? When you got engaged, that's the word. Motherfucker be engaged just as long as they be goddamn on that other level. Is it people are growing more apart as individuals? Is it the tolerance level for real life situations becoming smaller and smaller? Is it people maybe got married for the wrong reasons and finally realized that that's not what they wanted to do? Or, like, what's going on? Because this one thing I can definitely say: if a couple stayed married for 30 plus years, it ain't a damn thing they ain't been through that they ain't overcame. You see what I'm saying? Like, it ain't a damn thing they have experienced that they couldn't get through, that they couldn't smooth out. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. Like, the next generation that's coming up, bro, they're not even gonna know what the word marriage means. Goddamn it. After a while, they gonna fuck around, take that word out the definition of the dictionary. That word they gonna not exist anymore, man. And at the pace that we're going, you see what I'm saying? Like, at the pace that we're going, from it being our grandparents would stay together thick and thin, no matter what, to our parents starting to drift apart and go away to now this generation, shit. Just even if they get to the I do part, that there is enough. That's a milestone by itself. So at the rate and the pace we going, what you think is gonna be looking like for the generation behind the generation that we in now? Like, it's gonna be a bunch of parents. There's gonna be a bunch of baby daddies and baby mamas. It's gonna be a bunch of children with the same last names or different last names that's either possibly related and don't know it, or you know what I mean, like not related and have the similar last names. Like, it's gonna be one big ass jumbo pot of just individual people. They just gonna be It's gonna be a bunch of motherfuckers just walk around. Like, you gonna have people that's gonna have different last names and gonna be real live blood kin, and then have the ones with the same last names that have no relation. That's just mixing up a pot of people. And I'm be completely real with you. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. Those numbers are more in the quote unquote black community than any other. Like, if you really look and pay attention to any other ethnicity group, their rate of staying together is a whole lot bigger, wider, broader than ours. Like, it's gonna be a pot of people who just don't know who they are, don't know where they came from, don't know who they're related to, don't know this or don't know that, off something simple as the word marriage. Now, I'm not sitting here telling all motherfuckers, God, go out here and go get married tomorrow. Ain't time, dang what the hell I'm telling you. But I'm asking you this question for you to literally think, as in, what did our grandparents or the previous generation know then that we don't know now? What were they doing then that we're not doing now? Cause you best believe, like I said, it's nothing new on it's nothing new under the sun. If they was together way back when for 30 and 40 and 50 years, you best believe they done been through all type of storms, ups, downs, lefts, rights, you name it. But they overcame it. They overcame it together. Hell, maybe it was against the law to goddamn divorce. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you couldn't. Maybe you get locked up if you goddamn wanted to file papers. I don't know. But I'm trying to figure this out. Like, what was going on to the point where they could get past anything, to the point nowadays married people can't get past nothing. Now, one thing I can say and I will say, I know there was more together in their conversations. I'll say there's no work ethic behind love. So it's all about status now. Nobody wants to be nobody when everybody's seeking village attention. Love is free. free, but it requires work and a forward progress. See, and that's real right there. You know what I'm saying, B? That's real. I'm reading y'all the comments that y'all don't see. You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell you, I'm multitasking. I'm over here with it, over there, with it. Now, with that being said, I can say it took more than love. You see what I'm saying? It took more than love. It takes more than love. Don't get me wrong now, love is free, but so are all the morals. Everybody themselves and run from love. That's a powerful statement as well. You know what I'm saying? Because some people do run from love. Some people run to love. Some people run to the wrong love. Some people run away from the right love. Some people are destined. Some people are trying to make it work. Hey, I tell you what, it is a big difference in the numbers from then to now. Like, you had people that will be together until they knew they were gonna be together until they was buried together. And I don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. What I'm saying now, at the same time, everything that's going on in marriages and relationships today was going on back then. From the drama part to the scandal part, from the good times to the bad times to the family disruptions to the families bumping heads and all that, all this. I mean, we go back to Romeo and Juliet. I mean, whole family was ready to damn, go to war behind these two people that wanted to be together. What made it damn this shit? I'm pushing the eject button. I'm jumping out this ride. Why are people so quick to? Well, I ain't gonna say that because it was also done differently too. Like, by differently, they kind of had it predestined for you who you would be with. You know what I'm saying? Generations that would already be putting together the plan to put this person with that person. Let's see what we got on the line, man. Chronic Talk Radio. Who we got on the line?
What's up, double R, man? You know this your oldest nephew.
Hey, nephew in the building, man. Oh Lord, they calling from all over. Hold on, Cuddy. Hold, Cuddy. Hold. Hey, man, where you calling from, nephew?
Hey, man,
Man, I'm just returning your call, man.
Oh, shit. Hold on, I'm on the air. Hey, listen, I'm gonna hit you right back, cuz you got to call the line. Hold on, nephew. Hold on, nephew. I'm gonna hit you back, Mark. Matter of fact, I'm on the line. I'm gonna hit you back. Nephew.
what's up, man?
Man, check this out, right? Tonight's topic,
Yeah.
we talking about what happened to 30, 40, and 50-year marriages.
Man, look, that thing's so loaded, and there's so many ways you can go with that, but just, not to make it too long. You look at it like this, man. Back in the day, we're going way back in the day. Family was family.
Ooh.
It was, we were all that we had. The deck was stacked, it's still stacked against us, but it was really stacked against us. And we had to stick together for almost necessity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why even Papa was able to have two families and stuff because you know what I'm saying. Like we didn't have as many resources, so family kind of stuck together, man.
Okay.
Cooking for each other, sharing food with each other. So of course, when people got married, they stayed together because that's all we had. Being by yourself, man, it was kind of hard to make it. Or you more likely to stay where you at. Okay, there's been systems that been put in place that it looks like it's a good thing, whether it be assistance or different things, you know what I'm saying? But it was designed in a way, man, for my readers to really destroy the family.
Ooh.
And you can look at these divorce rates out there going up. Now you think about it like, and I'm not trying to paint everybody with a broad rush. I'm just saying, for example, you can take a woman that, like, now, shoot, I mean, I can have a baby and, you know, I can get food stamps, I can get rental assistance, and then I can do this job for child support, what I need it for.
Right, right. Ooh,
So now I
okay.
can take care of my kids and take care of me. I can still live a life I want to, and might not even have to go to work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying all women are like that, not by no means. But I'm saying a lot of this is kind of going on. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and sometimes it's even the gift of the curse. Like, we have better resources. Like, now we do have more opportunities for jobs and things of that nature. And even like now, you know, people are becoming entrepreneurs, so we can open up our own businesses and things like that. So,
Right.
I mean, like, so people don't really need that security that.
Okay. Like back in the day, they don't need that camaraderie. They didn't have to be together the way, you know what I'm saying, it was back then. Like now.
Right.
Okay. It's to the point where.
Yeah, grandma had about 12 headed kids. She wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? So
Ooh.
she trying to keep her family together. So even though her husband might be out there doing a little something, but you see what I'm saying? So now it's like, shoot, man, everybody can eat to a certain extent. So and people know how to work the system where they don't necessarily need that. And then, like, I mean, and there's a lot of stuff into it, bro. Whether it be social media, trying to live a particular life, and it ain't like you said, love is kind of getting kind of swept under the rug. Ain't that many people out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they love you for a minute. That's why you said that why these relationships ain't last about 5 years and stuff like that. It ain't really love. It was something to do. At least that old man, we're gonna have this big wedding, like,
ooh,
we get married for, like you said. I think you said that, like, for all the wrong reasons.
The wrong reasons.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it, bro.
See, okay. See, now that's the theme I want to come. That's the topic I want to hit with, because check this out, right? At the rate that we going and the pace we going now, you think marriage numbers gonna go up or they gonna go down?
Nah, I think it's gonna get worse, man. I mean, not only just like you said, marriage rate, not even divorce. Like, yeah, I think people may start getting married less often. You know, just because they don't feel that need, because there's so many, they get pulled in so many other different directions, man. Especially with the younger generation. You look at social media, look at Instagram, look what they're doing, trying to get clout, trying to get likes and stuff like. That's their marriage. That's their husband. That's
ooh, damn. Say they done married social media. They done married technology.
Right, bro. Like they become cyborgs, bro. Like they part robot, because I've heard a story. People said that people would die if they lost their phone or couldn't have their phone. They would just die. You feel like almost like when you take their phone, you taking their brain or heart, something they can't live without. So that's where we are, and technology is a gift and a curse, man. For those, I mean, you can get just like me and you talking now, or people being able to see you stream. That's a gift of technology.
Right. It is.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving, man, you come home, you know what I'm saying, you supposed to be with your family, you go in there Thanksgiving or any holiday. I don't really celebrate holidays like that, but let's just say you got a family gathering. Everybody head down scrolling on the phone, man.
They not even in tune with each other.
So how you gonna pay attention to a woman or man? How you gonna build a relationship to the point where you want to get married?
See, look, that's real now. Cause see that now you said a mouthful right there. Cause if it done got to the point where people don't even know how to conversate, they don't know how to converse, they don't know how to articulate, they don't know how to have a full conversation, but they can have a whole text and back and forth. They can text you, but they can't talk to you.
Oh yeah, exactly, man.
See what I'm saying? Like, they're no longer in tune with people, but they're in tune with technology.
That's it. It's actually become, without having it has actually become a part of them, bro. Actually a part of them. It ain't no, like, we looking for people to, like.
Okay, Renee, what's happening, baby? Oh, no. Give it a shot. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, come about AI and all this stuff is cyborg. It's already here, bro. We're already cyborg. We already have robotic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already going on. They just ain't implanted the phone inside you yet. But I mean, you got it, but you ain't going nowhere without it. You leave the house, I'm turning around and go get my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, okay.
You know,
okay.
How you got time for anything else to build a a real love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's impossible. And some people gonna do it, but man, there's gonna be a lot of marriages that you're gonna see people get married, and you kind of already know.
You know how it's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, what one of my main things is one of the main questions is what happened. Now you make it a good point that social media and technology play a big factor, and it really does. You know what I'm saying? It really does because it wasn't this much technology, it wasn't this much social media, it wasn't this much influence. But out of those 30, 40, 50-year-old marriages that was happening in those previous generations, I know, I know for a fact they done been through every other up and down. You know what I'm saying? So is social media and technology that big of an impact to the point where it got people less in tune with each other?
No, that's of course this time that's part of it. But think about
Yeah.
about the granddaddy. Like when granddaddy was running around, see, they want no resources way back. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they wanted as much assistance for grandma to go get. She could, even like I'm talking about before like stamps and stuff like that.
Ooh, see now there you go. That's another topic right there. It wasn't that. It wasn't that female accepted back then. A
Right?
female with her own career wasn't as accepted back then as it is now.
Hey,
So now I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. You know what I'm saying? So along with technology, social media, also women's rank in society, in the world, in the community. We got more rights. They had
yeah, more than that. Yeah, and deservedly so. But you know what I'm saying? But along with that, like shoot, 'cause women like they some boss women out there. You know what I'm saying?
right. And but look, now they were always that. There was always that now, but now it's more so they was boss women with a boss man. Now they want to be bosses
Yeah.
with another woman or with no man. Period. Like it's no longer the duality. It's no longer the sun and the moon. Now you just got just the moon. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro, and I ain't gonna get too nasty with it, but think about it, bro. They even got it toys and stuff now. Women, they don't even need no man for sex. You feel me?
right.
You get me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro,
See,
you won't do it under that basis. But now it's like, shoot, I don't even need no man for that. If I got one, I'm cool, but I got some stuff, man. That's just, hey, as long as I put a parity in to keep on going.
okay, you hear me? Straight energizer. Now that's a real topic. So with that being said, now they basically split the home up. They split the home up, get the male out of the house. Because like you mentioned a little earlier, they gave more rights to female government wise, assistance wise. Like if they have a child, they can give them a place to stay for the little or nothing. They'll give them food to eat, on stamps, wicks, whatever. You know what I mean? And make it to the point they don't need the man in the house to provide like he once was doing in previous generations. So it's like they're it's premeditated. If basically what I'm getting at, like this is not a coincidence. That's the whole purpose of the topic. The purpose of the topic is to get people to thinking. What happened from then to now? Like, we all know that the morals are leaving, respect, honor, trust, what I mean? Those are becoming a thing of the past as well. So with all these odds stacked against us, it's damn near one of those, hell, you better damn figure out how to make 2-1. Because you're really running out of you're really running out, period, from the people who are still having the morals to the people who really understand the meaning of camaraderie, the people who know that it takes two. It takes two to make it work. Like a battery not gonna work. A car battery is not gonna work if it just got two positives or two negatives in it. You got to have a positive and a negative to get that charge. Boom. That's just science. That's just
Oh, oh yeah, yeah, man, and there's more control. Like if you split families, like it's easier to keep an individual down.
mm,
A family unit, you feel what I'm
hard.
saying? It just double law out there. You know what I'm saying? Something going on, you by yourself. But when you a family,
Oh man.
hard to beat a family. And think about what you can do as a family unit. Think about like how you don't need that assistance if you stick together. You can build even you can build
Ooh,
teams if you're both on the same level and thinking the same way. You can really get ahead. But if we can put stuff in place to keep y'all divided, well, we can keep you on our thumb.
right.
So
Yep.
yeah, I mean, so somebody the powers that be, and like you said, with your other topic, the other, it ain't even about color. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about color. It's just about those that got the power and trying to keep it.
Holiday was seven.
In that clique, I don't care what color you are. If you ain't in that clique, you ain't in that clique. You see what I'm saying?
The divide and conquer method.
Right. You keep the people divided. You keep the power. How they gonna if you got them if you ain't got them if you ain't even got family units, man, what you worried about? You got a bunch of individuals out there.
Right. Right.
Family, you got them beefing. I got a baby mama. We can't even get along. We falling out. You know what I'm saying? And so how I'm gonna be trying to fight this fight for justice and stuff like that? You feel me? I'm fighting within my family unit. So I ain't got time to be trying to find out what's going on in local politics or let alone, you know what I'm saying, national politics. I ain't got time to be focusing on that because now we beat and they got stuff in place to make sure that you be beat.
Oh yeah. It's so many different ways to keep people divided. It's ridiculous. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. The main two is religion and sports.
So man,
Religious sports will keep people divided to the end of time.
boy, look here. And that's what religion been doing this since its inception. That was the whole point.
Right.
Want to put it in place for control. But you know, well, that's a whole other topic right there.
Yeah, it is. Hey, it's a method to the madness, man. It's a method to the madness. Believe me.
Topic. And look, and that's one of the biggest ones. Like, look, give me sports any day, and even though it's a big distraction, but that religion, man, you talking about the control. You talking about having people brainwashed and having them just bored. And it's sad because, like the brainwashing, people don't know they brainwashed, dog. Like they don't.
Now, see, that's the ugly part about it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, I appreciate what you do. I enjoy your topics, man. Like, I'm hoping that somebody's getting something from what you're putting out because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Somebody needs to be shining this light, and I appreciate what you're doing. If it's going to help somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we need to be doing instead of worrying about all this other crazy stuff.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You're the one shedding the light right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the gateway, man. I'm this three-way. I'm just the one that putting that push the button to bring the calls together. Because you best believe these people are listening to that knowledge you're speaking. You see what I'm saying? So they gonna get something from the show. That's the plan and that's the design purpose. Like
Yeah, man.
we got to really step back to move forward. I mean, if that makes sense, we got to step back and see where we lacking at, where we falling short at, what is our weaknesses, how did we get to where we are now? Because on a majority basis, everyone know that we could be better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But how do we get to the point where we realizing this? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it comes from the topics that we've been having previously. Like if you were starting the movie, like that was that. Now when you spoke, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm in the actual anyway again. Man, what was the name of that movie you said would be? What would be the a sleeping giant?
No, a sleeping god in a foreign land.
Okay, boom, man. Listen,
Yeah.
that hits the nail on the head
Yes, sir.
because we all are really sleep. We're all sleep to what's really going on in reality, the real reality, not this social media reality or not this governmental reality, but the reality of the world of we knowing what we need to do and doing it, opposed to we're running around like chickens with a head cut off. We don't know what we're supposed to be doing, so we're not doing it, trying to figure it out and find it out.
We hyper focus. We hyper focused on external stuff, man. The stuff that we can see, we're looking at instead of having that inner standing and seeking inward. You know what I'm saying? Like we're looking for stuff on the outside. He like I said, he more religious. We're looking at something on the outside. But what we need to tap into is what's inside of us, the thing that we can see. You see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
stuff all around, and you ain't gonna never get it like that.
Right. Hey, listen, you send the mouthful right there because at the end of the day, the more we seek outside, the more lost we shall be.
Right, bruh, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The more we think what we looking for is outside, the more lost we will be.
Right. That's what everybody. Hey man, everything about look, boy, how oh, that. Well, I'm taking these pictures, I'm putting them on Instagram. Well, I'm trying to get all this like all external.
Right.
Focus on. That's what we're looking at. And none of that stuff is important. Like you said, even sports, bro. And I'm a person that likes sports, but over these past few years, man, I realized like, man, that stuff ain't even that important. Like I just started back helping the high school football team. I took a 2-year hiatus, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey.
but because I get it, like all distractions, dog. TV, like all this stuff is distraction. Like, yeah, you can use it. If you use it the right way, it can be a beautiful thing. You use
Right.
it to cut something for you, it can be a beautiful thing. But if you use it to murder somebody, it can be deadly. You see what I'm saying? It's how you use it. But yeah, bro, like we got to, and that's another thing. Like they wasn't like back in the day, man. We had 3 channels, man. I remember when TV used to sign off, dog.
Ain't it? You just had the TV with them lines in it with different colors.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that's something the new generation ain't gonna know nothing about. Hey, listen, TV always something on. They don't know nothing about the TV just being on and it's just wake you up, got to cut that motherfucker off. Hey, I definitely appreciate that call, man. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. This is chronic talk right here. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, after a while, people are gonna really forget this portion of these times of life.
Right.
They're gonna forget when we had to be a unit and together. They're gonna forget when they was outside with grandparents in the garden. They're gonna forget when you was in the woods hunting. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna forget how to be human.
That's right. Yeah. Now we're gonna be robots.
Be robots and do whatever we programmed to do.
Just like Terminator. Yeah, bro. Hey, man.
Well, this is, hey man, I hope people open their eyes and I'm hoping they listening to what's going on because you really get now. You know how back in the day they'll have a movie that will be showing you what's gonna happen in the future.
Oh yeah.
This is chronic talk. We're telling y'all what's going to happen in the future if we don't see what's going on.
Right. Yeah, you can chronic talk / profit talk. Like it's coming. Like
You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, the name chronic talk was used to just that much more controversy.
right.
Because people think we sit up here talking about some motherfucking weed.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? People hear the name chronic. Oh no, boy, I don't smoke weed. I can't watch that shit.
Right. Exactly.
Not realizing it's deeper than that. You have people that have chronic injuries, chronic illness. Chronic means frequent.
Hey, but that's what's sad, bro. That there's people now that if you use the word chronic, that's all they know.
Right.
What the word chronic mean at all? They just think, oh, that's a weed. They don't know anything about it.
You feel me? But like I say, that's the purpose of chronic talk, man. It's the purpose of chronic talk is to make people think more than what they're doing. Like once upon a time, before cell phones were so big, you had to remember everybody's number you wanted to call.
Bro, you didn't know. I promise. I was getting ready to say that like 30 seconds ago, dog. I promise. I was. That's so. I'm gonna say that's how we even get dumbed down. Like I only know like a couple of numbers by heart, bro. Like 30, 40, 50.
You feel me? Everybody you knew their number off the top of your head. Right. Now, shit. Let me ask you for somebody's number. Hold on, this is in my phone somewhere. Let me get it. You know what I'm saying? Like the memory of the people are leaving. That's another reason of what I meant by that they're not gonna remember being in the yards with in the gardens with their grandmas and in the woods with their grandparents. They're not gonna remember that no more.
Nah, it's gonna be dead and gone, bro.
And that's another reason there are no 30, 40, 50-year marriages, you know what I'm saying? Because they're getting rid of all of the old way of living. Hey, when they said in 2020 that after they were during that coronavirus, COVID-19 first hitting, the main word they kept using, the main phrase they kept using, the new normal.
Right.
The new normal was the main thing they were saying. So I hope you people understood what that meant. That meant out with the old, in with the new. It's a whole new, I don't want to use the term, but fuck it, we here, a whole new world order. That's what 2020 was a sign of. We're no longer going to remember growing our food in the garden. We're no longer going to remember going in the woods and hunting, getting your food. Like, you're going to remember what we want you to remember, and you're going to do what we tell you to do, and you're going to move how we're telling you to move, because that's the way the masses is moving. Like, you can't even communicate with a person right now without it being on file. I sent a text to you right now. That's on file. Now, I sent the text to you, but ain't no telling what other channels it went through, and you best, it's a paper trail. There's no telling who else got that message.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if we not talking amongst each other face to face, however we communicate, it's a third party.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. There ain't no doubt about it, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off, man, because I'm finna go to a bad spot and I'm gonna lose signal.
Say no more, man. I appreciate you for calling in, nephew. Every time we here every Thursday, man, 6 to 8. You already know. Chronic talk or don't talk, man. We in here. Hey, man, listen, brother. I'm trying to think. Oh, matter of fact, damn. Hey, there was somebody calling in too. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna lie to you. You were calling in, but at the same time, we was in the middle of calling. Now, what I'm not gonna do is cut a person's thought process off, or not give a person their time frame to speak their piece upon this show, especially when you can always call the fuck back. You know what I mean? So if you're tuning in and you know the line open, shit, motherfucker open. Man. It's chronic talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting all of this motherfuckers, and goddamn it's happening now, because we might be switching up him and all that good stuff. So I got to go ahead and, speak my piece. But with that being said, man, it's Chronic Talk Radio, and today's topic is what happened to 30, 40, 50 plus year marriages, man. What happened to that? And at the rate we going, generation behind the generation behind the generation, they ain't gonna know what that word mean, man. They gonna be done took it out the definition, took it out the dictionary, all. Tell you what they cannot take out the damn dictionary. Chronic Talk Radio, damn it, we here. We here. Let's go, man. Definition. My homie Jerusalem Slim. I mean, hey, bro, they love this track too, man. Y'all know what it is, man. 843-401-5632. Call in, man. Chronic Talk Radio. You know what it is.
Is it me? Cause everybody running around like a freak. Hands up and we still can't breathe. Can't be the definition of free. Or could it be? Is it me? Cause everybody running around like a freak. Hands up and we still can't breathe. Can't be the definition of free. Or could it be? Welcome to paradise, land full of parasites. Everything's a gamble. Make sure you got a parent life. Babies dying, mama's crying. Shed too many tears at night. Surviving on the block, dodging the crooked cops. Maybe that's why them Thors keep them hammers cocked. Slammer of the grave. We all counting our days. America the beautiful. Seems so
Chronic Talk Radio, man. You know how it goes. What's going on, Mr. Crazy? Marsh, what's happening, homie? Joe Holiday, what it do, man? Joe. What's good, man? Shouts out to Connecticut, man. They be tuning in. I fuck with Connecticut, bro. They fuck with
Is
it.
it me? Cause everybody running around like the free. I still can't breathe. Can't be the definition of free.
That's right.
Or could it be?
Alright.
Is it me? Cause everybody running around like the free. Hands up and we still can't breathe. Can't be the definition of free. Or could it be? Pandemic hit, world looking for a
Cronic Talk Radio, man. Who we got on the line?
Systematic failure.
We'll get back to that. I got you, Jerusalem. We'll get back to that, man. Cronic Talk Radio, who we got on the line? Tammy. What's happening, Tammy? Where you calling from? Texas. Hey, listen, man. Texas, and I ain't gonna lie to you. They've been coming in for quite a bit of states, but I think this might be the first Texas call we got, goddammit. Now, check it. Tammy. Now, today's topic is what happened to 30, 40, and 50-year-old marriages? Say what now?
I said when people get close to someone, they get scared and they run.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? Someone made a comment about that too earlier. They said people are running from love.
Yeah.
So I mean, so they're running from love. What they gonna do when they run from the love? They ain't gonna do nothing but go run to some more love. Like you run from love and run to love, or do they run from love, old love, run to new love? Like,
You hear me?
huh?
I said, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. I had a soulmate, and I got a call from his card from his mother that he had passed.
Mm.
Broke my heart.
Damn. I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that. You know, I mean, I definitely hate to hear that.
Dangerous situation that I had to get out of.
So,
Everything's behind in Arizona. And I miss him so bad.
he's always with you. He's always with you. That's one thing you can always count on. He's definitely always with you.
I just want to hold him again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just want to hold him again.
To be honest with you, you're holding them right now. Right now, you're holding them right now. Not so much as in the physical form, but I can hear it in you, and I feel it in you. He is in your presence right now. Like your spirit is holding his spirit intact, right as we speak. His spirit is definitely in your presence.
I'm in my life, I'm lonely.
Say what?
This is the first time in my life I'm lonely.
I wouldn't say look at it from a lonely perspective, because you remember, and there are memories of the two of you had that could never be taken away.
But I want to make more memories of him.
But see, that's when we come to the understanding of life and death is out of our hands. All we can do is cherish the moments we have with people. We don't control time.
Just socialize with.
He is forever with you. He is forever with you.
Care of him. I've been taking care of him.
And he sits to this day. He still is till this day. You just have to know that. Because I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. I have family members that I've lost, but when I found myself in certain situations, they were right there to see me through. And I know it was them because it's unexplainable how the situation turned out. So I know the only way I made it through those situations was because of my loved one sending that blessing down. Because sometimes you have to realize you don't always get help in this physical world, in this physical realm. That spirit realm is really real. Sometimes that spirit realm, sometimes that person has to go to that spirit realm in order to take care of you in the physical realm. Like it gets real deep like that. Like they might have did more for you in the spirit realm than you can even know. But it'll come to you in the physical realm. You won't know how this happened or how that happened or how this turned out or how that turned out. Just know it turned out in your favor. I tell you what though, I appreciate the Chronic Talk Radio conversation and the Chronic Talk Radio phone call. Now, with that being said, okay, the 30, 40, and 50-year-old marriages that we were having in previous generations, you don't feel like someone, a husband lost his spouse or a wife lost her spouse in the midst of that? Now, in the midst of that, they literally had the, huh?
I wasn't supposed to be with someone I was married to. Definitely got to be with child.
You wasn't supposed to be with them. Well, you can't say that because you was with them. I mean, like, this is what I'm saying by that. Everyone paths cross for a reason, either a blessing or a lesson. 9 out of 10 is gonna be both. So you can't say you wasn't supposed to do something if it was done. It was supposed to happen. What did you learn from it? What did you gain from it? What did you become? You see what I'm saying? Like every experience we go through, we were supposed to go through it to make us a better, stronger person.
I know, but I love him so much still. I can't be with him anymore.
Well, hell, he still love you too. You know what I'm saying? You just got to just know things evolve. Things evolve and revolve. You see what I'm saying? Like you gonna always have that love. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you now. Now we're gonna get off this line because I appreciate you tuning in. Do you want to give some shout outs before we get off this line? Because hey, look, cause hey, you called my way from Texas. I appreciate the call. I swear to God, I do. Sticky, what's happening, man? What part of Texas you calling from?
Texas.
Right, what part? Like,
Oh, Johnson County. I'm in our big time there. Between 287 and
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm saying asking what part, like I know where the hell that's at. What's it close by? What close? What major city is it close by?
Amarillo.
Amarillo. Okay, okay. So what? This is like over there by San Antonio and whatnot, somewhere up in there.
Yeah.
So that's over there by San Antonio.
Oh, no. In Amarillo. Very not.
Oh, I don't know what the hell. I ain't never been to Texas. Ah, shit. I'm just talking about. I heard about it. I don't know. But listen, you got some shout outs you want to kick before we get off this line. You know, Miss Tammy.
Yes, I think you need to come to Texas.
Hey man, we're gonna have a Chronic Talk Texas episode. We're gonna come holler at Tammy when we got down, go live, and we in the building. Chronic Talk Texas. We on the way, goddamn it.
Okay.
Appreciate you for calling in, and we here. Chronic Talk Radio. Chronic Talk or Don't Talk. You know what it is, and we out. Hey man, listen, brother. It's Chronic Talk Radio. What can I say? See, now I had to cut the track off. You see what I'm saying that I was just playing earlier. So before I run it back, before I just sit here and run it back, I'm gonna play it like that. I think I wanna hear. We're gonna go to Ohio. We just got a phone call from Texas. Hey, shouts out to Nevaeh Black. You know what I mean? So I play this track a lot. I really do. I like her music, man. I'm truly music. I'm truly a fan. Sticky. Hey, what's up? Matter of fact, since you tuned in, my brother, I just want to let you know for the people that just now tuning in, tonight's topic is happened to 30, 40, 50 plus year marriages. Like, what really happened? What happened? Where do we go from that to this? 30, 40, 50 years, man. People ain't staying 30, 40, 50 months, 30, 40, 50 hours. Q, what's happening, homie? What's good, man? Shouts out to Charleston, man, Chucktown. You know what I mean? Just since you tuning in, hey, listen, tonight's topic is what happened to 30, 40, 50 plus year marriages. That's something for y'all to think about, man. But we're going to get into this track right quick. You know what I mean? Nevaeh Black, Attached to You. You know what I mean? I'm rocking with this track. I like this. I was going to play day ones, but I might play that close toward the end. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes. Y'all know how it goes with Chronic Talk Radio, man. Let's go, man. Chronic Talk or Don't Talk. 843-401-5632. Y'all know what's going on, man. Oh, yeah. I said I'm going to get off of the air a little earlier, man.
When you call, I call. When you lost, I'm right. Whatever you
That ain't the case.
need, it's already
Let's go, man.
attached to you.
Nevaeh Black. What's sad with you?
Forever I will hold you down. Cause you stood by my side when no one was around. Better pick me up, I knew you wouldn't let me drown. Forever be my day one, how we rolling round town. Used to reminisce on how we come in and out of stores, spending money till we're up. Skip the night again, cause you're family now. Once we get to talking, you know we so enough. We so enough. Posted up on that high glow. 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 Models on models on models. Pushing they guess you can't follow. Taking a ballet, say bravo. Look at us looking like models. Models on models on models. When you call, I call. When you lost, I'm right. Whatever you need, it's already attached to you, baby. Later till you know myself. Calling and confiding, sometimes crying out loud. Let it get me through and pick me up when I am down. Always hold my head up, they ain't never see me frown. Steady at me smiling with your crown. Spoil and spoil for the royal, I'm a style. Ain't no test we do, this is so profound. Riding first class, we ain't slowing down. On that high glow, posted up on that high glow, posted up on that high glow, posted up on that high glow. Models on models on models, pushing they guess you can't follow. Taking the ballet, say bravo. Look at us looking like models, models on models on models. Whenever you call, I come. Whatever you need, I run. Cause I'm so attached to you. Whenever you call, whatever you need, I run. Cause I'm so attached to you, baby.
Hey, man, that's Nevaeh Black, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man. Hey, man. All right, just got a comment, goddammit. Most of these females are selfish as fuck. Okay, but look though. What is that now? How does that? I ain't gonna lie. You could be or you could not be right. I'm not gonna speak on the right or wrong. I'm gonna speak on how does that change the fact that there are no more 30, 40, and 50-year-old marriages. You see what I'm saying? Because it takes two to tango. You know what I mean? So we've already had the gender-based topic. Who more scandalous, male, women, female, you know what I mean? Blase, squaze. So I don't really want to get this the gender-based thing. I want it to be a collective thinking type of topic. I don't want to be pointing the finger at this side or that side. Let's point the finger at morals. Let's point the finger at something that's not gender based. Let's point the finger at each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's point the finger in all directions to make us think together. We got enough reasons and enough influences for point fingers at each other. But how often do we think of pointing the finger outside of each other? I mean, it's easy to say, you did it. No, you did it. She did it. No, he did it. It's easy. That's easy. It's too easy. But how hard is it to say, he didn't do it. She didn't do it. But damn it, he did it. There's always something going on. You see what I'm saying? There's always a reason behind something. We don't really look at the meat of the situation. But you know, hey, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into another track. Give y'all some, give y'all time to think on it. 843-401-5632, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's always a reason. We don't really so much as think of the outside reason. We just say it is what it is. Let's go, man.
You already know. One down. On that field. Rest in peace, my nigga, Blaze. Bobby Steele. Mondu. Say. Five,
Shoot, man, what's happening? What's going on out there, man, in the Chuck Town, man? What's happening? Chuck Town, what up?
My player partner told me that he had some paper for me. The only thing about it, haters gonna hate me for it. Hell, I told him I ain't tripping cause I'm waiting for it. And I'ma take my opportunity, I ain't waiting for it. So tell them niggas that they better find an exit route. Cause they might make it in, but they won't make it out. Somebody please tell me what is all this hate about?
Tell them to my ear, bro.
Let them fake it. Get out. So let me say it loud. All my niggas down and all my niggas shooters, but all your niggas clowns. See, I really live it while all you do is spit. So if you want your issue, come and be another victim. They told me change my lyrics. They say they too gutter. I tell them cause that's where I be. I'm always in the gutter. I'm Carolina born. I'm Carolina bred. So when I rest in peace and die, I'm Carolina dead. I hear they talking about me. I hear they asking for me. I hear the streets love me cause they know I'm rapping for them. I hear they talking about me. I hear they asking for me. I hear they really want it. So I ask for it. I hear they talking about it. I hear they asking
y'all know what's happening,
I hear
homie.
the streets love me cause they know I'm rapping.
I already know, man.
I hear they talking about
16.
I hear they asking for me. I hear they really want it, so I gotta test them for it. Nigga, my block hot. The cops watch. The killers busting shots while the jackets chillin' plot. These ain't no metaphors. These ain't no punchlines. I know y'all niggas starving, but for me it's lunchtime. I'm dodging one time. I don't need them people around me. You make the wrong move, your next stop is to the county. They love me in the city. They love me in the country. They love me in the winter and they love me in the summer. They love me up north. They love me down south. She said she love my dick, so you know I love her mouth. I'm going all out. My time now. Them other niggas lying. Fuck what they be talking about. And I'm just speaking general. And yeah, bitch, I'm a gentleman. And I don't speak in cold words, ain't nothing.
Cronic Radio, bro.
I hear they talking about it. I hear they asking for it. I hear the streets love me, cause they know I'm rapping for them. I hear they talking about me. I hear they asking for me. I hear the streets love me, cause they know I'm rapping for them. I hear they talking about me. I hear they asking for me. I hear they really want it, so I gotta test them for it. I hear they talking about it. I hear they asking for me. I hear the streets love me, cause they know I'm rapping for them. I hear they talking about it. I hear they asking for me. I hear they really want it, so I test them.
All right. We back, man. We back. We is back in the building. And with that being said, bro, like tonight's topic is this for those that's just tuning in. What's up, Mr. Drake, man? I mean, tonight's topic is what happened to 30, 40, and 50-year marriages. You know what I'm saying? And a good point this guy made. It said as men, we need more self-control and patience in a marriage. And women be selfish. Hey, you made sure you kept that selfish part in there like a motherfucker. But we got to call her, man. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Cronic Talk Radio, who we got on the line? Sticky. What's happening, man? Where you calling from, bro?
Man, I'm on 95, man. Hit it back to the city.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call, man. You know what I'm talking about? He on 95 coming through there. Hey.
Man, shit, which side you want to talk about first, man? The men or these women, man?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to talk about the marriage side. Because, see, I don't want this to become a...
Parts play a... You know what I'm saying? Both parts play a role, though.
They both play a role, but okay, but once you become married, doesn't two become one? So man, I don't want us to get to pointing the finger from the male to the female. You see what I'm saying? I want us to look deeper than that. You see what I'm saying? I want us to look like what happened.
You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of faith and they got a lot of hope in these niggas, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these men don't know how to lead.
Okay.
Come on, man. Niggas really want to get on the female about being submissive and all this, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't even stepping correct.
They ain't giving them nothing to be submissive.
And everybody holding on to too much, man. A lot of people get scarred taking such shit from other relationships
and bringing it to the next one.
Yeah, they holding on, man. You got women out here that probably got a man to know how to lead properly, but she too fucked up from little buddy to pass three little niggas, you know?
Ooh, to even acknowledge the reality. Okay. Now I like that. That makes sense right there. That makes sense. Hey, but you know what? That go both ways. That go vice versa. You know what I'm saying? The husband might not feel his wife is submissive, and when she was all nothing but that, she probably just wasn't doing it the way to satisfy him.
Yeah, like 30, 40 years ago, you know what I'm saying? The woman played the household role, man. There weren't too many women out here working, doing their own thing.
Right. And because there's more independent women.
They don't even need a nigga. You know, they get so independent.
Okay. And then you got, the entrepreneur women, you got the women, the Section 8 women, and they both feel like shit. We don't need a nigga.
Yeah, back then, 30, 40 years ago, women weren't out here getting no goddamn $120,000 a year income and shit. You know what I'm saying? She to the point one hour where you move wrong, she show you she don't need you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, so does the monetary value? So basically, they was only staying together back then because wasn't no money involved. So she didn't have no money. She didn't have her own means of leaving. She didn't have her own means of taking care of the household.
It's a law, you know what I'm saying? Like my grandma always say, man, this generation right here is kids and kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the old folks are really install some shit in you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, goddamn, you heard Betty Wright's song. Don't blame Mr. Charlie, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? The old heads to get on their ass like, goddamn, hey, motherfucker, man, home to that man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't want to hear that shit. They got their homegirls in their ear and everybody else in the internet and they see shit. I mean, they don't care about that shit no more.
Okay, right. So it's quite a bit of factors then basically the why it's like it is. It's quite a bit of factors.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't even mad. I ain't even knocking that because I like the perspective you coming at because this is different times. This is different times. It's different from then to now.
And then all this shit on the radio, all these Megan Thee Stallions, man, niggas want to see them over the goddamn homeboys and them care more about showing their ass on the internet. They want like.
Y'all know what time it is, baby.
That shit ain't the same no more, my nigga. You find something good, hold on to that motherfucker. Hell, y'all fuck up.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect. But okay, see now it's more options, so to speak. Now it's easier to jump out this lane and jump in that lane now. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, listen, check it. While I got you on the line, Sticky, man. Look, check it out. You know what we're finna get into. You know we about to play next, man. Introduce that thing, though, man. What you got going, man? What track we finna get into, brother?
The track right here, I dropped a few some time ago, you know. I don't know, but it's distribution. My cousin Cam Loco and Pastor Short.
Hey, y'all hear that? Sticky, you know what I'm talking about? Featuring Can Loco and Pastor Troy till dawn till the morning. And we in here, man. I definitely appreciate the call, man. And you already know how we rocking. You already know how we roll. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? Let's link up and just make the movement better.
Already, bro.
Yes, sir. Here we go, man. Gone to the morning.
All right.
Y'all know what time it is, baby. This your boy Pastor Troy checking in. Hold this thing all the way down, baby. Holler my dog Sticks, my dog Cam Loco. You already know how we do. Hey, yo, man, you better keep your bitch away from me. She gon' go. You already know, baby. Yeah, your boy Pastor Disaster going all the way hard. Tell these niggas Sticks, let's go. Hope your bitch don't get on me. I swear you be lonely. Cause I'ma dig her down real good. She want me home till the morning. She say that she lonely. So she gotta be home. And I'ma dig her down real good. She won't be home till the morning. Go to the morning. Go to the morning. She gon' be go to the morning. Go to the morning. Go to the morning. She gon' be go to the morning. Go to the morning. Where that she want it. And I'ma dig her down real good.
So you know you gotta send this to Crime Talk Radio, right?
You fuck cause your bitch that got on me, my nigga, you leaving here lonely. She loving my style, she say that you lame. Plus I got a couple bands on me. At first I used to treat her like my homie. Now I gotta own it. Say she with her homies. You dumb. So you sit, I'ma dig her down the morning, then hit it again while she on it. Get back to you when she feeling so lonely. Calling my phone like Sticky, get on me. Bitches are freaking, I love it, I'm digging her down. Be all in the reels while you ain't in town. The way that I beat it, she's sticking around. It's more than just fucking and sucking. Kissing and hugging, I'm fucking your bitch and I love it. And see you and act like it's nothing. Niggas be all in they feelings, emoji and shit. She wanna be free and you holding the bitch. For me, I'ma bust her down from her backside and let her ride till your bitch start to testify. Saying all them little dirty thoughts in her head. I take her home in the morning, first give me head. I know where we stand, never, I swear that I'm telling you too, but my nigga, you better.
Hope your bitch don't get on me. I swear you be lonely. I'ma dig that good. She won't be home till the morning. She say that she lonely. So she gotta be home. And I'ma dig her down real good.
Now that sounds like the reason ain't no more 30, 40, 50-year-old magic going on. Yeah.
She gon' be go to the morning. Go to the morning.
Yeah, that's right.
What is she on? She gon' be go to the morning. Go to the morning. Swear that she want it. And I'ma dig her down real good. She won't be home till the morning. Hey, go. I met your girl in Atlanta. Made her do a trick for the camera. No nigga kept on calling, but shawty kept on balling. I let her burn up phone off, and I gave her another spurn off. And now we hit it to the bed. Now she giving me head. I asked her what she a virgin. She
We got to talk about sex.
Your bitch gon' get on, man. I swear you be on that. Cause I'ma dig her down real good. She won't be home till the morning. She say that she lonely. So she gotta be home. And I'ma dig her down real good. And she won't be home till the morning. Go to the moon, go to the moon, go to the morning. She gon' be go to the moon, go to the moon, go to the morning. She gon' be go to the moon, go to the moon. Yeah, that she want it. She want. I'ma dig her down real good. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back, man. We back. We back. We back. All right, Chronic Talk Radio. You know what it is, man. That was the homie Sticky featuring Cam Loco and Pastor Troy. To the morning. I ain't gonna lie. That sound like a good reason. Ain't no more 30, 40, 50-year-old marriages. Somebody's gone to the morning. But we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna leave it there. Hey, for everybody that was just tuning in on the live though, phone went dead, shit happens, you know how it go. Tune back in, call back in, you know how this is. Tonight's topic is, but we're about to get off the air in a moment. What happened to 30, 40, and 50 plus year marriages? Now, this is a statement that the generation behind myself, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna witness very little love. Just for the simple fact of it's becoming a scarce thing, you know what I mean? It's becoming a thing of the past if you really sit and think about it. It's becoming a thing of the past. So what does that says for the future? And you know, every time I do the show, I leave something for you people to think on, you know what I'm saying? Something to think about. So I'm gonna bring this back up. At the rate and the pace that we're going, it's gonna be a bunch of individuals. It's gonna be a bunch of individuals. It's gonna be a bunch of baby mamas and baby daddies. You know, it's gonna be a bunch of mixed and shuffled last names. You know, it's gonna get real individual out here. It's gonna get real. Hey, like Tammy called in and said, now, you know what I mean? Shout out to Tammy. She got emotional and was speaking her piece. But one word that she said that stuck with me, the word lonely. It's gonna be a lot of lonely motherfuckers in this next coming generation. You feel me? It's gonna be a lot of them at this rate and this pace that we're going. At this rate and this pace that we're going, it's gonna be a lot of lonely people. That's just going off science. That's just science. If shit continue to go how it's going, it's gonna be a big pot of individuals. The couple's not gonna exist. The word marriage, they're gonna take it out of the definition of the dictionary. You see what I'm saying? Like, there is gonna be no more family. There are gonna be no more complete families. You always have family, but it's not gonna be complete. It's always gonna be missing pieces to the puzzle. And as long as there is a missing piece to the puzzle will never be complete. So whenever you go where you're going or be where you be and chase what you chase and you know what I mean, go whatever direction that you take, just keep in mind of the future. Keep in mind of where we went from to what another good topic that was brought up was technology, social media, giving female more ranks in society. So when you go on your merry way and do what you do, let's just be mindful to think collectively. Let's be mindful to be knowing that we all have a part to play. There are no little youths. You see what I'm saying? There is no piece of the puzzle more important than the other. We just all have to realize that we all on the same puzzle. When we realize that we all on the same puzzle, we're gonna realize and we'll see how each piece fits into the other. But with that being said, man, this Chronic Talk Radio, definitely appreciate everyone for calling in, tuning in, you know, commenting, so forth. We're gonna and with each episode, I'll be want to a little more to think about. But what it's all boiled down to, we got to stop thinking outside. Stop thinking outside. Look more inside. So once again, man, it's your host, Double R, man. I ain't gonna get into all the AKs, you know, AKAs and nicknames and shit. That'd be a whole nother